Here's a short video to help you in writing hypothesis statements. We'll start with this example. Apple's advertisement says that their iPad has a 10-hour battery life. A consumer group believes that the battery life is less than 10 hours. With a random sample of 40 iPads and running them under identical conditions, the group finds that the mean battery life is 9 hours and the standard deviation 3.5 hours. Is this sufficient evidence to suggest that the mean battery life is less than 10 hours? So, when I first encounter a hypothesis problem, I kind of want to first decide if this problem is about means or proportions. And as we read over the question, we can see the word mean a couple times over. So you can see that. It kind of gives us an indication. We can also see that what they're testing is the battery life, which is measured in hours. It's a quantitative variable. And so all of these clues, the quantitative variable, the units, the mention of the word mean, lets us know that our hypothesis statements will include our symbol mu, which is for means. That's the first thing. So we kind of know which side of the fence we're falling on, proportions or means. The second thing I tell students to do is to take a moment and to find the actual evidence, the sentence that shares the evidence here, the us, it's here, with the random sample of 40 iPads, et cetera, et cetera. They did the testing. So this is the evidence they collected. And the numbers within those brackets will not be in your hypothesis statements. That's the actual evidence we're going to use to test this. Outside of these brackets, it should be pretty obvious what it is we're testing. So Apple mentions that it has a 10-hour battery life. The mean should be 10. But remember, the community group thinks it will actually be, or consumer group, less than 10. Right there, 2 times over mentioned. So that means we're going to have a less than in our hypothesis statement. And of course, that would also be 10 as well. So the same number in the null and the alternative, both are 10, and also the same symbol, mu, again, mu, but our null hypothesis has equals to, and our alternative hypothesis has less than, and that's because that's the was the motivation for the group collecting the data, and this is what they wanted to test. Hope this was helpful.